Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on September 10th, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangong Langayate Girim
Yatritha Tavahan Vande
Shri Gurum Dinatarinam
Parahananda Madhavam
Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram
Hare Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will be continuing with the compilation of Shri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Seeing Mahaban Part 3. Under the section The Lord Travels to Vrindavan, Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.159.
মহাবন দক্ষিণে দেখো গোকুল নগর শিশু সঙ্গে বৎস রাখে যথা দামোদর.
Just see the village of Gokul, situated south of Mahavan. Lord Damodar and his Gopa friends used to tend calves there.
So Krishna Das is taking Lord Chaitanya on Vrindavan Parikrama.
So Krishna Das is taking Lord Chaitanya on Vrindavan Parikrama.
And here, at the Sri Radhan, he went to the south to Gokul.
Here, after seeing Mahaban, he went to the south to see Gokul. Murari Gupta Korcha 4.6.12. O controller of all controller, here you may see Lord Gopeshwara Deva, and here is Sapta Samudra Kunda, which purifies all the worlds.
Gopeshwara Deva is the Lord Shiva who protects the Dham of Vrindavan.
Gopeshwar Dev is Lord Shiva who protects the Dham of Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.160.
আরো দেখো গোপেশ্বর মূর্তি মনোহর সপ্ত সমুদ্র কুণ্ড দেখো সুন্দর.
Seeing the enchanting deity of Gopeshwara, Lord Shiva, see the beautiful Sapta Samudra Kunda. Murari Gupta Korcha 4.6.13. In the town to the west of this place stands the home of the Gopa named Ayana, husband of Srimati Radharani, which is an abode filled with rasa. To the south, the cowherd named Ananda also dwelt.
So Radharani had an official husband.
Radharani had an official husband.
Although her real husband was Lord Krishna.
Although her real love and real husband was Lord Krishna.
It increased the taste of Russia to meet Krishna, appointing her mother-in-law and other relatives.
So, to increase the rasa, to meet Krishna in the presence of her mother-in-law and others, mother-in-law, Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.161.
আয়ানের ঘর দেখো গ্রামের পশ্চিমে সুন্দর গোপের ঘর তাহার দক্ষিণে.
See the house of Ayana, bracket, the official husband of Radharani, end of bracket, located on the western side of the village. Sundar Gopa's house stands south of it. Murarigupta Kocha 4.6.14. In the midst of this town is the house of Upananda, where Lord Krishna took much pleasure. On the western side of the town is the forest where Ravana performed austerities.
This Marigupta Kocha is written in Sanskrit,
So this Murarigupta Kocha is written in Sanskrit,
and the Chaitanya Mongol is written in Bengali.
and the Chaitanya Mangal is written in Bengali.
It usually takes the inspiration from the Marigupta Kocha.
So it usually takes inspiration from the Murarigupta Kocha.
Upananda is the brother of Yasoda's husband Nanda Maharaj.
Upananda is the brother of Yashoda's husband Nanda Maharaj. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.162.
উপানন্দের ঘর এই গ্রামের মধ্যখানে পশ্চিমে দেখো রাবণের তপবনে
Here is the Gopa Upananda's house, which stands in the middle of the village. The forest where King Ravana did austerities lies to the west. Murarigupta Kocha 4.6.15. O Lord Krishna, to the north of this spot lies the ashrama of Durvasa Muni. Nearby, O Lord Chaitanya Prabhu, are the forests of Lohavan and Bilvaban.
And our town, there's also Bilva.
So in Navdeep Dham there is also Bilva Pukur
Or Belpur,
or Bel Pukur,
which the ancestral home of Sachivada exists.
where the ancestral home of Sachi Mata exists.
And it's interesting, Vrindavan, the Rasamuni, Ravana, they all had their special ashrams.
Here it is interesting that Durvasa Muni, Ravana, they all had their special ashram.
Since Vrindavan is a holy dham, so naturally, people do the Vatsa here, which brings multiple benefits. They do the Vatsa,
People do tapasya here which brings multiple benefits. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.163.
দুর্বাশ্রম ইহার উত্তর নিকটে দেখো লহবন মনোহর
North of that is the ashram of Durvasa Muni. See before you is the charming forest of Lohaban. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.164.
অপরূপ কহিব এই হ্যারবিল্ল বনে কৃষ্ণ কোলে করি নন্দ আছিলা এখানে
Over there is the incomparable forest of Bilvaban. At this palace, Nanda Maharaj came carrying Lord Krishna.
so last time which happened in Bilbao is described here in brief.
So the pastime which happened in Bilvavan is described here in brief. Murarigupta Kocha 4.6.16. Here also you may see the spot where Nanda Maharaj's son, Lord Krishna, happily played many games. Lord Krishna awarded to Nanda Maharaj the very wonderful rasa of his boyhood pastimes.
So, Lord Krishna performed his childhood pastimes and gave great pleasure to Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj.
So Lord Krishna performed the childhood pastimes and gave pleasure to Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Murari Gupta Kocha 4.6.17. Observing the approach of some storm clouds, King Nanda said to a nice gopi, "Quickly take the baby Krishna to the queen of my home." Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.165.
রাধাকে দেখি আনন্দ কহিল উত্তর কোলে করিলেও কৃষ্ণ থৌলয়া ঘর
Seeing Srimati Radharani, Nanda Maharaj asked Srimati Radharani to take Lord Krishna from his lap and carry him home.
So, in the Mari Gupta Kocha, it is mentioned that Nanda Maharaj saw a gopi.
So it is mentioned there in Murari Gupta Kocha that Nanda Maharaj saw a gopi.
Asked her to take Krishna to Yasoda,
He asked
his queen.
her to take Krishna to Mother Yashoda, her queen, his queen.
But in the Chaitanya Mangal, it reveals that gopi was none other than Srimati Radharani.
In the Chaitanya Mangal, it reveals that the gopi was none other than Srimati Radharani. Murari Gupta Kocha 4.6.18. That lady placed him on her lap and, feeling overwhelmed with joy, kissed him all over. Being warmly embraced by him, she became amazed and utterly captivated by that child. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.166.
নন্দের আদেশে রাধা কৃষ্ণ কইল কোলে চুম্বন করাইয়া বাল্য আচরণ ছলে
Following Nanda Maharaj's order, Srimati Radharani embraced Lord Krishna and kissed him affectionately, following the ways of the baby Krishna.
So, Krishna was embracing Radharani as a baby,
So Krishna was embracing Radharani as a baby,
and Radharani kissed baby Krishna.
and Radharani kissed baby Krishna. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.167.
আজ নাহি বুঝে রাধা লইয়া যায় পথে গারো আলিঙ্গনে কুশ চিরে নখাঘাতে
Srimati Radharani could not understand the activities of Lord Krishna. On the way, when Krishna, being embraced tightly by Srimati Radharani, scratched Srimati Radharani's breast with his nail. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.168.
দেখিয়া চরিত্র রাধার বিস্ময় লাগিল হিয়া উপজিল প্রেম বেকত না কইল
Srimati Radharani was surprised by Lord Krishna's behavior. Although she didn't express it, Srimati Radharani felt intense love for Lord Krishna.
Srimati Radharani had spontaneous love for Lord Krishna.
Srimati Radharani had spontaneous love for Lord Krishna. Murari Gupta Kocha 4.6.90. After hearing about the shining rasa of Lord Sri Krishna's childhood pastimes and transcendental glories, Lord Gaura Krishna gave a heartfelt loving embrace to the Sanodiya Brahmin Krishna Das.
Lord Chaitanya, in hearing the pastimes of Lord Krishna,
Lord Chaitanya, After hearing the pastimes of Lord Krishna,
he was completely overwhelmed in spiritual ecstasy
he was completely overwhelmed with spiritual ecstasy
and embraced Krishnadas.
and embraced Krishna Das. Murari Gupta Korcha 4.6.20. The Brahmana Krishna Das continued, "Hey, Gaura Govinda, just see, here Lord Gopal enacted the sublime pastime of tending the cows. And here is the kunda dug by Lord Sri Hari." Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.169.
হেন আর দেখো পুনঃ কৃষ্ণের চরি মরয়ে সকল শিশু তৃষ্ণায় পীড়িত।
Witness here again the activity of Lord Krishna when the cowherd boys were on the verge of death due to thirst. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.170.
পাঁচনি ফণিল কুণ্ড দেখো বিদ্যমান শুনি মাত্র গৌরচন্দ্র নাহি বাহ্য জ্ঞান।
Here Lord Krishna dug a well called Venukupa to serve his thirsty friends. Merely by hearing this, Lord Gaurachandra became overwhelmed with ecstatic love of Lord Krishna and fell unconscious.
Lord Chaitanya was experiencing love of Krishna at every step.
Lord Chaitanya was experiencing love of Krishna at every step.
When he heard the pastimes of Lord Krishna, he became overwhelmed
When he heard the pastimes of Lord Krishna, he became overwhelmed
and felt unconscious.
and fell unconscious.
This is the symptom of real love for Krishna.
This is the symptom of real love for Krishna. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.171.
ততক্ষণে গৌরচন্দ্রের হইল তো বাহ্য প্রভু কহে কৃষ্ণ দাস কি হইল কার্য।
After some time, Lord Chaitanya came back to external consciousness and asked the Brahmana Krishna Das as to what happened. Murari Gupta Korcha 4.6.21. In this place, the handsome Upananda was surrounded by the other cowherd. As he addressed Nanda Maharaja in order to determine the proper course of action for the welfare of baby Krishna.
Was King Kamsa sending demons to try to kill Krishna?
So King Kamsa was sending demons to try to kill Krishna.
The cowherd men could understand something was strange
The cowherd man could understand that something was strange
and thought that something should be done to protect the baby.
and thought that something should be done to protect the baby. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.172.
এইখানে দেখো উপনন্দ আদি যত যুক্তি করিল সব গোয়ালা সম্মত।
See here, the Upananda and so on had meeting with the cowherd. Murari Gupta Korcha 4.6.22. Together with the cowherd men, their wives, children and cows, Nanda Maharaja mounted a cart and travelled to the forests of Badraka and Bhandira. There they dwelt for 2 months.
So Nanda Maharaj went to Vandirabha.
So Nanda Maharaj went to Bhandiraban. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.173.
সহ্য রাজপীড়া নিত্যই শঙ্কর রজনী প্রভাতে সবে সাজিল শকট
Due to King Kamsa's constant atrocities, in the dawn they loaded all their belongings on their bullock carts. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.174.
গোপীগণ শকটে করিয়া গোপগণ নিকট বসতি করিবারে বৃন্দাবন
The cowherd arranged the bullocks to carry the gopis and children in order to reside near Vrindavan.
So they are staying too close to Mathura, close to King Kamsa's city.
So they were staying close to Mathura, close to King Kamsa's city.
And they decided to go a little further away,
So they decided that they should go further away
and they will be safer from his atrocities.
so that they will be saved from his atrocities. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.175.
হই হই রবে যায় গোধন চালাইয়া পায়ে বাঁধা হাতে নড়ি মাথে পাক দিয়া
Hi, hi!
Hi, hi! With this sound of the bullocks carrying the wealth of the cowherds, with the sticks in the hand and turban tied on the head, the cowherds proceeded.
Hi, man.
Cowherd man proceeded.
I saw the cowherd man, Gokula, had decided to proceed and go to Vrindavan.
So the cowherd man of Gokula decided to proceed and go to Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mangal Shesh Kanda 2.176.
ভদ্র ভান্ডারী বনে ছিলা 2 মাস আনন্দে গায়েন গুণ এলোচন দাস
Thus, they stayed in Badravan and Bhandiravan for 2 months. Lochan Das narrates this feeling of tremendous joy within his heart.
Thinking about the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna
Speaking about the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna,
naturally gives spiritual joy.
naturally gives spiritual joy.
Therefore, everyone is recommended to glorify and hear the glories of the Lord.
Therefore, everyone is recommended to glorify and hear about the Lord.
Since our Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Since the Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
His activities are also transcendental,
His activities are also transcendental.
not different from Him.
It's non-different from Him.
So these activities of Lord Krishna were enjoyed by Lord Chaitanya.
So these activities of Lord Krishna were enjoyed by Lord Chaitanya. Thus ends the third part of the chapter entitled Seeing Mahaban under the section The Lord Travels to Vrindavan. So we have completed this chapter. Hare Krishna.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.